Good morning, folks. You're tuned to Car Connection, where the coffee's strong, the stories are real, and the wrenches never stop turning. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from the Car Connection Workshop, where the smell of fresh oil, a little elbow grease, is all part of our balanced breakfast. Around here, we don't just talk cars, we live them. Whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life, or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes all back in order, or a mystery leak that's got everyone scratching their heads. This is where we roll up our sleeves and we get it done with a little wit, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection. Connection to our vehicles, to the people who drive them, and to the community that keeps Niagara rolling. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench. You're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week, Monday through Saturday, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend wrencher, a daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand, what's that strange rattle really mean? Welcome aboard. Stick around for shop talk, expert advice, a few good laughs, and maybe even a flashback shop story here and there. Well, good morning and welcome to Motormouth's Morning Drive. Yes, we have made it to Friday. Doo-doo-doo. I think we should put the bell on that, don't you? We should bring it in. Oh, that one better go in for service. There we go. It's Friday. Yes, and my understanding is the high school kids are like done, over, no books, no buses, no nothing. And then the young ones get out next week. So they hold them captive for another week. So you got a little more free time, mummies and daddies. If you have younger ones after next week, life gets really busy. You got to keep them entertained or just get them a job. Yeah, counting the blades of grass in the backyard. Make sure they're all there. Yeah, and give them 50 cents for that. Lots of stuff going on. Summer is, it is scooting along so quick. And just like the if you're in the queue for the drive-through, it may be backed up a little further today, so double check your order. Remember, weekend is here upon us. It's Friday, and things start to shut down, if you know what I mean. So double check your order. We'll have our Swiggy in just a moment. If you're joining us for the very first time, we'll bring you up to speed very, very quickly. Always have a 16-pack of Crayola crayons and a freshly pressed leaf bag so that you can take some notes. If you miss the program or you want to listen, re-listen, and share, you can do so. All our podcasts are on all the platforms: Apple, Amazon, Podbean, you got it, Spotify, we're there. Just type in Car Connection Workshop into the search bar and you'll find us right there. On the homepage of our website, you'll find all the links we're involved with. So our YouTube channel is there, top right-hand corner. All our podcasts are there as well. So when this edition gets scheduled, after it's recorded and edited, or edited and recorded, whatever, I take care of it. It's ready, cooked, and uploaded to iHeartRadio and all the platforms. It goes over to our YouTube channel directly, so it's right there for you. So you can go to iHeartRadio and find our podcast library there, so you can listen and re-listen and catch up on what you've missed. We have almost 200 episodes collected together for you, saved in our YouTube channel and on our iHeartRadio platform as well. So if you have not signed up for our YouTube channel, you're missing out on a lot of visual information. So here I talk about some of the things that happens with automobiles and changing your mindset and getting into your head. As my mother would say, do you have to always have such a thick head? What? Somebody figure that out for me, would you? I cannot get around that, under it, over it, or through it. But yeah, you have you got a thick head? So I'm saying that to you. So we got to get this through your thick head. Mileage doesn't matter. Maintenance does. Mileage does not matter. Maintenance does. And that's what you learn in our YouTube channel. The 5 things. Remember, what are the 5 things? What it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it and cost yourself money, and how you can learn some basic vehicle ownership fundamentals. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, folks, to own and operate an automobile. And excuses are useless around me. Oh, I'm too old. I've done my time. I've heard them all. I have heard them all. And if somebody spins one out to me that I've never heard before, I'll be like, what do they say? Gobsmacked. Whatever that is. Gobsmacked in our household when I was a kid was not a good thing. I'm just saying. It was a punishment. Gobsmacked. Who comes up with that stuff, really? So that's what you will learn on our YouTube channel. It doesn't matter what age you are, single, married, was married, had a cat, don't have one, your goldfish died, you had to give it a burial at sea in the swirl dragon. It doesn't matter, because all you need to do is learn the basic fundamentals of owning and operating a motor vehicle, and you become a very lethal weapon when you go into the shop. Take the car into the shop. How can you prevent from being taken advantage of? Just learn the basics. That's all. And some of the language around the automobile. That's it. Those are all the things you're going to learn on our YouTube channel. I'm teaching you the basic fundamentals. What it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it, and what you could have learned and what you can learn to prevent those expensive repairs from happening ahead of time. So if you don't like saving time, money, and a few bloody knuckles, then this podcast is not for you. Our YouTube channel is not for you. If you're wanting the 30-second short version teaching method, this is none of everything that we've been doing for 32 years is for you. And as Yan Can would say, I'm dating myself, you don't have to eat it if you don't like it. Exactly. Go do something else and take up butterfly catching. I hear that's, there's no competition in that area. Yeah. Or noodle art. So top right, it's Fun Friday. So I'm letting down all my hair at the same time. I do have a lot of hair. I do. I'm a hairy man on the top of my head anyway. Right-hand corner of our homepage, sign up for YouTube. Just click there. There's 450 articles of information that you can tap into. So go all the way back to the beginning and start watching. You are going to learn a lot of the basics right in the beginning. Fluids, filters, where they are, how you identify them, how you check them, how you top up fluids, make sure you put the right fluid in the right container, and what type of fluids to use, how to test antifreeze, how to test batteries, how to change wiper blades. All that stuff is there for you to manage it on your own. So if you've been left behind, your spouse, your significant other has passed away, and now the vehicle's on your shoulders, you don't need to be intimidated. You just need to tap into what we've been doing for so many years. Been carving this lane out and getting the curves out of it for a long time, and helping as many of you as I possibly can with my 44 plus years of experience. One of these days I'll figure it out exactly, because somebody was asking me, well, exactly how many years is it? Well, it's definitely 44 in the bag. That's for sure. But it probably goes beyond that, because I started in the mechanical industry at 13 years of age. And I'm just shy of 29 and 3/4. I'm just kidding. Top right-hand corner, you also have Facebook, Instagram, Stevensville on the web. They've got a car show coming up for Father's Day It's Father's Day weekend. Remember, no socks, no ties, no ugly sweaters, no goofy t-shirts, something nice. So do something other than the norm. No dollar store stuff. Okay. Maybe some dollar store stuff. There is some cool stuff in there. Anyhow, Stevensville on the web is a website created by our very own Skippy, our videographer, to put together and marry together the community with the local businesses and all kinds of things going on. I'll tell you, that is a busy town. Lots of things going on, some fantastic eateries. So the Father's Day car show is being held at Safari Niagara. So they're another plug for them. I hope they'll let me in and see the giraffes. Yeah. I don't want to see the hippopotamus. I heard they fart through their mouth. Ew. Check that out. Fact check that, would you? Their exhaust comes out through their mouth. They'd be like looking at you and going, thank you. That was nice. No. So we are listed as the automotive experts on that website, and Skippy puts reels and bloopers and outtakes on, posts those on Facebook, Instagram, and Stevensville on the web. And we've been really being pestered in a good way for merch. We have merch, and our store is put together by Freedom Expressions. They make the products and they ship the products directly to you. All proceeds, we turn them back to Total Freedom Addiction campuses, where for over almost 25 years now, they've been changing lives one at a time at all the campuses, the Total Freedom Addiction campuses. So that's where the proceeds go back to. Stand with Skippy and I and the crew to help to get them there. So together we can change a life as well, one at a time. Let's help get them there to their nearest addiction campus and help them get back on track. And addiction strikes, I study it on a regular basis. It's all age groups now. It is not just, a specific age group. Not anymore, folks. As young as 7 years old. Kid you not, 7 years old. So welcome aboard this morning. Let's have our morning swiggy. Check your order. Get your cup locked down. Whatever your favorite morning beverage is. Let's say thank you to our team of financial experts, certified financial planning gurus, my brothers from other mothers, and my personal financial planners for well over 20 years. Let me tell you, folks, whatever your financial circumstances are and you have questions regarding an investment portfolio, debt, estate planning, mortgages, life insurance, critical illness insurance, and a whole lot more, if it has anything to do with money, you need to get that, you need to get some clarity. And I mean this from my heart, is leave your wallet, your purses at home, and book that discovery meeting. That 1 hour and a coffee will change your life. I kid you not. So instead of continuing to have arguments or intense moments of fellowship with your significant other over money, you got to get to the solution. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. That's my segue into that is, where's your focus? Truly. Where is your focus? Now, I mentioned yesterday, and I think probably a couple times, this will be my third recession that I'm riding the wave. Yeah. And there's things that you need to focus on and things that you just need to kind of push off to the side. But we're going to talk about that and how that relates to your automobile, but also how it also relates to many things in our lives. Is you ever notice you can quickly solve somebody else's life, but your own really sucks? What's with that? Somebody just mentioned that the other day, and I said, that is a true statement. We always are ready and willing to point the speck out in someone else's eye before we go and remove the log from our own. Amen? That's so true. It really, really is. And I'll tell you the thing that you learn the most in automotive, being in the trade as long as I have, and having some fantastic instructors. And one of the best instructors I had, his name was Cosmo. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he would give us the gears, man, if we focused on the problem and wanting to blame someone and not focus on the solution. So we're going to talk about that this morning. So if you're in a position where you have questions about regarding finances and your financial position, then get together with Tony Miele or Larry Tetro and do it today. And I'm going to be really, really coarse on this one. Gals, if he won't do it, you do it. Guys, if she won't do it, and she shouldn't be the one that's doing it, it's time for you to take the zipper from the back and rotate it to the front and get it done. Get that hour and a coffee discovery meeting and stop doing opinion polls about your finances. You want your feet to be standing next to someone who's walked through it already. So it's time to focus on the solution with regards to your finances and not the problem. And not the problem. And getting down and dirty and honest. Because I'll tell you, the number of arguments, intense moments of fellowship I had to break up between husband and wife at my automotive shop on the Hamilton Mountain was disgusting. And it got ugly. And when I got people waiting in the waiting area for oil change service or hanging around for it, and this breaks out, how are we going to pay for this? You know, you spent all the money, and the blame game starts playing out, and it gets louder, and she gets louder, and then he gets louder, and I'd have to say, yell, stop, come with me. And I'd take them out into the shop, and I'd go, no one else needs to hear your dirty laundry. But you got to get your finances together if you're going to drive a car. It's that simple. It really, really is. There's pieces of machinery that require repairs and maintenance, and I don't give a damn how old it is. 2 years old, 5 years old, you're still making payments. Guess what? Every year that goes by, every day that goes by, is the car newer or older? Just answer that question. There's your marketing brainwash serum right there. Oh, well, I got a reliable car. Do you? Take a look at what's going on in the automotive. In the automotive world right now, there's a number of manufacturers that are just sucking the buck chuck. It's not good. There's some that are not going to survive, so you might as well jump ship and get another flavor of automobile and carry on. But let's jump back into the lighter side of things here on Friday. But we are going to focus on solutions, not on problems today. Because if you keep doing another lap around the mountain like the Israelites could have done the whole trip around they could have got out of Egypt in 14 days. 40 years later. Why? They focused on the problems, not on solutions. That's why it took 40 years. Isn't that stupid? Yeah, there's a message in that somewhere. So that's what we're going to focus on. All right, it's time for our swiggy before I'm doing a Vulcan mind meld right now with my coffee cup. I want it badly. Yeah, so book that discovery meeting and just get it done. Would you? Do yourself a favor. Just get it done. Book in with Tony Miele or Larry Tetro. You're going to love them both. They both have a little bit different personality, but they know their stuff. 50 years. 50 years of experience. There is nothing you're going to lay on the table they've not seen before and had to deal with before. But if you just continue to do the same thing over and over again, that's insanity. It really is. And when you think in your mind there's no way out, there is a way out. There always is. And that's what you have to go and find. You have to find the solution. So there's a solution for you. So raise your cup this morning. Here's how we do it. All you newbies, welcome aboard. 3, 2, 1. We have a swiggy. And then you can continue to finish yours, but while I'm yakking, I can't. Unless you allow me to sneak one in here and there. Another swiggy. Ready? On 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Tony and Larry. And we thank them for making this podcast and our YouTube channel available to you, because now, with 31 years behind us on radio, there's more ways for you to watch, listen, and engage with us. So come and join us Monday through Saturday. Tomorrow, before I forget and take a right-hand turn to Albuquerque, it's question and answer tomorrow, Q&A tomorrow. So if you have automotive questions, which I know you do, you need to send them in to me today. So don't be afraid. Nobody's going to come to your house. Nobody's going to send you spam. Nothing bad's going to happen. Just ask the question already, okay? motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. motormouth.jenkins, Jenkins, just how it sounds, at gmail.com. Fire your questions over. I need them by noon today so I can put together tomorrow's program, and we'll be here with you unpacking 3 questions a week. That's what I do. I unpack 3 questions. For those who want the 30-second edition, you don't have to eat it if you don't like it. Exactly. We unpack the questions so that you have all the details surrounding the question that you asked. So if I give you an answer like yes, you're going to, that's it? Yes. That's all? Yes. How good does that happen? Conversation. That's what we do here. We have conversation, which is important. Let's roll the things out that need to be rolled out and have conversation about them. Well, let's take a look at Friday, our weekend weather coming up, beginning with Friday. Let's see what we have. I'll tell you, the weather has been in the Niagara region quirky. We had some winds last night off the lake that was absolutely, it was crazy. The trees were swirling. Yeah. Okay, on the rainometer, RAIN, a chance of 0.35 of an inch today. Yesterday's low was 61 between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. The high was 71. So why do we need to know that? That was yesterday's low. Is that important? I guess. So it was 61 degrees between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. The high was 71 between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. Temperature range felt like 56 to 68. The wind made it feel a whole lot cooler. Now, why are you telling me this? Let's have another look. Here we go. There we go. Somebody messed up there. Should we focus on the problem or the solution? I have the solution right here. Here's the forecast. 0.05 of RAIN today, the rain-o-meter in the Niagara region. 59 degrees right now and sunny. Wind is making it feel a whole lot cooler. About 56 degrees. Windy conditions expected around 11 a.m. this morning. Temperature range is from 59 to 70 degrees, and it's going to feel more like 54 to 66. So, prepare. Just take your whole closet. You might as well these days. The last few weeks, you never know what you're going to need. I would always, right now, I would take my Nelly with me every day just in case things change by the hour. Thank you to Earl and Louise Grant at City Auto Sales and Leasing. They're your new family awaiting your arrival. If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, low mileage and quality pre-owned vehicle at fair prices, you found it with Earl and Louise Grant at City Auto Sales and Leasing. Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. Let them know that we sent you there. If they don't have the make, year, and model that you're looking for, let Earl know immediately what you're looking for. And if it's out there, the amount of resources that they've put together over the years to find those low mileage quality vehicles, they'll do the legwork for you. save you 1,000 steps. In-house leasing and financing available. Buy with confidence and be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. So thank you to Earl Louise Grant for bringing us this morning's weather report. Exactly. In today's program, also brought to you by the Grimo family. Kathy, Dave, and Dan Grimo at Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls. Building Canada since 1931, making blocks of all sorts on location. So when you drive by a building next time, you can pretty much look at the building and say, those could be Niagara blocks. And they could. They have all the steel and reinforcement materials for the building next project you're creating. And they are professionals in the hardscape landscaping business. They have beautiful stuff there, even water features. If you need a water feature for you to be able to chillax in your landscaping backyard oasis, they got that. If you need an English walkway, they've got that. And they have contractors they can line you up with. You have to check in with Kathy Grimo. She has a list of contractors that can estimate, put the details together, get the deal going, and get it finished so that you and your family and your peeps and your neighbors that you're friendly with can enjoy that beautiful backyard space. So thank you, Niagara Block, for making Car Connection Workshop possible this morning. Let's jump into our topic, which is a little bit on the lighter side. It is Friday, and I'm not going to beat on you too much, but I want you to remember, what's the key phrase here? Mileage does not matter. Maintenance matters. We have to come up with a secret handshake for that, I think. Yeah, put it in an email. Send it over to me. What should the secret handshake be for our Car Connection Workshop Club membership motto? Mileage does not matter. Maintenance matters. Yeah. Kind of like, remember the Red Green Show? The what was the men's club? Their motto was I'm a man, I can change, if I have to, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that. I used to watch the Red Green Show a lot. That was like my second university. Okay, this morning, big reminder, Car Connection maintenance schedule kits are available. We have a full profile page on the homepage, not on the homepage, but on our website for you to. There's a huge review there. You can fill out an order form and get yours today while quantities last. So after this, we're going to take a break and then we'll do another run, but I'm not sure when that's going to be. But they're available now and ready to be shipped out. They get shipped directly from me, Motormouth, to you from our studio. That will keep you on track with your vehicle maintenance, and that will solve a ton of problems for you. Trust me, it will, because you follow that list like I have for 44 plus years. I stay ahead of maintenance. That's why I have a vehicle that's the first one ever turning 20 years old. Exactly. And I just had someone the other day say, that's 20 years old. I go, yeah, in July, coming up. July the 6th, I think it was born. July the 6th, 2007. And I bought it December 27th, 2013. Second owner. I follow my own maintenance schedule. And if you want to ask somebody to verify that, anytime we're shooting videos, you can ask Skippy. She'll tell you. I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I've mentioned before, I've paid for vehicles and paid the interest and paid dearly and said, enough of this. I'm not comfortable with it and I no longer want to do it and I don't have to. If I stay ahead of the vehicle maintenance, then I have a whole lot less stress than when the vehicle tells me it's broken. So when you're up on your maintenance, your vehicle maintenance, it removes that stress and gives you peace of mind and freedom. Freedom! Exactly. I agree with you. So this morning, it's Fun Friday again. And yes, I have 5 things for you. The first one that's not on the list, make it a great summer. My suggestion is don't focus on all the problems that are going on in the world. Because here's the thing, folks. How many of them can we personally fix? We can only take care of what's happening around us in our own circle. We can only change our own attitude towards things. So, get out of the doldrums, have fun, get out there and do stuff, do things that you've never done before, and enjoy it. Maybe go to Niagara Falls. Go to, what's the name of that park? I should know it. Hang on. Let me check. I used to go there all the time. Wild Play Niagara Falls. Take the kids there. Have a great time watching them play on the aerial games and have a picnic there. There's one. It's not that expensive. It's not a huge ticket item, and the kids will love it. And if you're a big kid, you'll love it too. It will challenge you and take your mind off of other things. Trust me. And if you have a phobia of heights, that will kill it. Trust me. It will. And when I was younger, I didn't have a height issue. On the farm, I would climb up the 65-foot silo on the outside, just by the cables. I would climb all the way up and get in the hole. Today, I would think about it. Probably say no. But all of a sudden, I became very in tune with heights. And I did the Wild Play in Niagara Falls. It's near the Niagara Falls golf course. And here's an easier way to find it. Get to the cable car, and you're there. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. It really, really is. There's different levels, and you can go and you can take a picnic basket with you. Hey, boo-boo, where's the picnic basket? Take the picnic basket, and they have picnic tables there, and you can chill and hang there all day long. The sights and sounds are amazing. And take in whatever level of the aerial games your mind will allow you to do. And it is a lot of fun, and it is safe. So that's what I say for the summer. Don't stay in the doldrums and focus on all the poop that's going on around us. Put your mind on the positive things and dwell on those things. Go do stuff. The butterfly sanctuary. That's a great place to go and have tea and whatnot. Spend the whole day there. There's tons of stuff to do out there. So get out there and do some of those things. Okay, so the title today is Where's Your Focus? Not your Ford Focus. I hear it already. And then if I hear that joke one more time, what are you when you're standing outside your Ford Focus? Out of focus. Okay, got me. All right, let's move on. When you focus, number one, on the problem. And this is what I've learned in the automotive industry. And thank you to my former boss and military instructor, Cosmo. He beat on us really, really good, but we needed it. To become a great mechanic, not just a mechanic, but a great mechanic, you need discipline to get your butt in the classrooms, and you need to learn this one thing. And I'll tell you, he drilled it into us north, south, east, and west. And you could get sent home if he seen and saw you focusing on the problem, not focusing on the solution. That would get you a day off as your punishment to get your mind back in order. That's a tough boss. Would he get away with that today? I don't know. But you know what? Sometimes we need a good, whooping to get our minds out of the doldrums and get back on track. And if all you do in life is focus on the problem, then you're never going anywhere. You're going to be an Israelite going around the mountain one more time till you get to 40 years. And then you finally go, oh, all I needed to do was that, and we could move on. Who knew? So, the mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open, right? Exactly. So if you focus on the problem in my industry and focus on who to point the finger blamer at, nothing gets accomplished. What does get accomplished is you destroy your ability to focus on the solution. So when poo-poo happens, and it does all the time, I got a vehicle coming in and I had to scramble to get the parts. All of a sudden, we just had the vehicle in. We just shot videos on it. There was no telltale signs that there was an issue with the front brakes whatsoever. The brakes were only done a couple of years ago, and they still look like brand spanking new. And all of a sudden, a caliper's seizing up, burning the brakes right off the driver's side wheel at the front. So they're destroyed. So do you focus on the problem or on the solution? What's the solution? We got it. We're going to have to do a brake job quickly and get the car back out on the road. It's required. It's needed. It's in need. So we really pulled it together. Everything's sitting there ready to go. We've got a game plan to get the thing in, get it apart, and get it back together and get it back out on the road. We just did a whole series of videos on the service light being on, and we made all those corrections. And now our brake caliper decides to go kafufnik. Well, what's the problem? The problem is the calipers are from 2009. And one of them decided to go, today's the day. It's time for a new shoe. So unfortunately, it's been burrowing the brake pads into the rotor on the driver's side for about a week, and was able to rustle up all the parts and get them here in one day. So everything arrived yesterday, and Wednesday I focused on for an hour sourcing the parts at a great price, mind you, and not sacrificing quality of product, and also getting the parts in 24 hours. And it worked. Everything arrived by end of the day yesterday. Everything's here. Car's on its way, and I'll get it done. I'll get it done and get it back out quick. So if I focused on just the problem, how much of that solution would have gotten to? The parts are on the floor. They arrived on time. The companies that I got them from said we can have it to you on the 18th, and they did. The first order arrived before noon yesterday. The second order arrived before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're all set to get this thing fixed. That's how you do it. If you focused on, well, what the heck, how did that happen? And now I wrecked a perfectly good brake job that still had a lot of mileage to go, and see how you spin it up? You don't have time to think about that stuff. It's, as a mechanic, we have to think fast and accurately to get the job done. So focus. Don't focus on the problem, because nothing gets done. Number 3, focus on a short-term solution. How are we going to get this thing? Well, where are the parts going to come from? What? How much time we got? How are we going to pull this off? Then you start spinning. And once you start spinning in this industry, you're done. You're in really bad shape at that point. So number 4, you got to focus on the long-term solution, period. And what's the long-term solution? Is to stay up on the vehicle maintenance. Focus on the vehicle maintenance to keep that peace of mind going. And number 5, most importantly, you got to move into action. When the problem arises, you need to move into action immediately. What's the possible solution? What do I need to do? And get to it and not be concerned about how it happened, why it happened, who it happened to, and doing the blame game. You got to focus on the solution and then quickly move into action to solve the problem. So the weekend is here. Move into action. Go and have some fun. Get outside with the kids. Do stuff. It's Father's Day weekend. Do some special things for the dads. And remember, no socks, no ties, no goofy t-shirts or ugly sweaters. Something nice. Do something nice for Pops and have yourself an amazing weekend. Drive safe, folks. It's Friday. People lose their minds at the end of the day focusing on the weekend. Drive safe. Keep it under 100. And we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, subscribe, share, follow, all the things, comment, and help us to build our YouTube channel so that we can get monetized. We're at the halfway mark. We've hit 500 subscribers. We need 500 to go, and we're there. If you can give us some help with that, get the booster cables and give our vehicle a boost, that would certainly be appreciated. So happy, healthy motoring, peace, patience, and kindness always, friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Q&A Saturday coming up tomorrow. Get your questions in by noon. motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. Bye for now.